Hi guys. So I wanted to make a quick video here about something that I'm pretty bothered by, especially as a brand new political science major. Someone who is interested in law, someone who is interested in the process of government, someone who knows, I'll admit, very little about it right now, but is in the process of starting to understand how it all works. And basically the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, has decided that come September 30th, that's in like what, 20 days, something like that, kratom is going to be a Schedule 1 drug. They're going to put kratom into the same category as heroin, LSD, cocaine, etc., etc. Now, what is kratom? So, kratom is the product of a plant. I don't remember the exact species name right now, but it's a plant product from a plant that is grown in China and Indonesia. And it's been used, just like marijuana, very medicinally for thousands upon thousands of years. And it gained popularity in the United States within the past few decades. And does it have recreational value? Yes, it does. I guess you could say that. I mean, it's really not a recreational drug, just by its nature. But it's used mainly by recovering heroin addicts and people in severe chronic pain, people in accidents, people with terrible conditions. And although its use doesn't necessarily have to be that serious, people do, just for curiosity's sake, try kratom. What is kratom like? In small doses, it is like a cup of coffee. It's like the energy that coffee brings, but instead of a stimulant-like energy, it's kind of like a cerebral, a very clear sort of focused energy. Along with a mood lift. Definitely a mood lift, greater sort of a sense of, I guess, serenity would be the right word, I don't know. And it does have multiple strains, not quite like marijuana. Marijuana has hundreds and hundreds of strains. Kratom has like 3 to 5. It's more than 3, so I think maybe 5. And depending on where it's grown and the genealogy of that specific plant, it has different qualities. So about an hour ago, I actually took a tablespoon of powdered Mengda kratom. You can look that up if you want. I'll put something in the description. So Mengda is a fairly powerful variety of kratom. And in small doses, like what I took, it's very stimulating. So it's like a cup of coffee, but it's not like a stimulant like Adderall. Like I'm gonna get everything done. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna what's that? Like paranoid. It's like a smooth, sort of almost maybe a not psychedelic, but like a calming yet clear sort of really good feeling, I would say. I mean, I wouldn't recommend someone takes it every day, but it's going to be illegal in about 19 days here, and I saw it there. It's something I bought a long time ago, and I thought, oh, hallelujah, why not? Kratom is not an opiate. In the body, it acts a little bit like an opiate, like a much milder version of things that we know. Kratom has some dangers of addiction, definitely hasn't affected me. Kratom's something I do not do a lot, just very sporadically. Maybe a little bit more now that I know it's going to be illegal in 20 days. But it has so much medicinal potential, and I know firsthand it's fairly harmless compared to the things we do to our bodies every day. It's very harmless. I mean, it's not perfect, but this is not something that should be regulated by the government. I mean, people will always be stupid. People are so stupid, and they will find a way to die on anything. You can die from Cheerios. Oh my god, you take them the wrong way, you die. People die, and I've seen this all the time, and this is something I lecture about all the time, from obesity. I mean, you eat a cake, and you do that every day. get big, the quality of your life drops, you start to get weaker and weaker and bigger, and then you just drop. And we don't take that very seriously. Like, we laugh, like college students that are watching this, like, we laugh about the freshman 15, right? So we laugh when it's kind of like a joke. It's like when you come home and you see your family on the holidays. I'm actually home for the weekend right now. Not in California, but my dad lives here in Fort Collins, Colorado. You know, when your family says, hey, you got a little bigger, you know, or got a little more to love or something, that's like a joke, but I don't think it is. I think it's very, very serious. I think that obesity really takes away from the quality of your life. And it can take away from your life in a variety of ways. It ruins your confidence psychologically. It ruins your outward appearance. You look in the mirror and you're not happy. And when people look in the mirror, I think they should be happy about what they see. They should be proud of what they see. And if you're not proud of what you see when you look in the mirror, then work hard, work smart, eat right, work hard, build the greatest body that you want, you know, work for it. Remember, your six-pack's there, you just need to work on it. It's just covered under some fat. You just need to reveal it. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Some things are not in your control, though, like my receding hairline, you know, that's not in my control. I'll never be more than 5'2" in height, but there is a lot that you can do, and you can really be an inspiration, you can really change the world, but I'm getting way off topic here. We're talking about kratom. So I think that due to the nature of kratom, and due to its lack of significant danger, when its ban goes into effect in about 20 days, recovering opiate addicts are going to possibly get back on their drugs, their heroin, their oxycodone if they're addicted to a legal prescription. It doesn't make it better, in my opinion. It just means they're addicted to a different form of the same evil. And addiction rates are going to soar. And we know this because in Arkansas, where kratom was banned a few years back, as soon as kratom was banned, opium addiction rates skyrocketed 20%, where they've remained constant. And the same thing's going to happen to the entire nation if kratom is banned, which it looks like it's going to be. This is not an alternative. This is not like a legal high or something that like it's like heroin without the mess or heroin without the problems. No, not at all. It mimics some of the same. It affects some of the same receptors as harder drugs like heroin and other opiates as well. It's not just heroin. We kind of hype that in the media, but essentially, this is not going to be good. Prohibition doesn't work. I don't pretend to know what's best for you, and you should not pretend that you know what's best for others. That's why I am not a libertarian, but I do agree with the philosophy that I don't know what's best for you, you don't know what's best for me, etc., etc., and thus we should not be working to criminalize things that are bad. The government shouldn't be your parents. I kind of agree with that. I think that we should work to keep people safe, but we should open the doors as wide as possible, not just with substances, but with a lot of things, so that people can build the life they want. People can discover what's best for them in every aspect of their lives. And this is just an example of governmental corruption. A lot of people that have been in car accidents, that have had trauma, etc., etc., that are currently using kratom to manage their physiological, their psychological symptoms, or both, really, are going to be forced to use dangerous pharmaceutical drugs that actually do kill people, that actually do take away the quality of your life. It's going to force them to spend so much money on that. And there is a rippling effect that is entailed with that. people are going to spend all this money on drugs from their doctors that are less effective at managing their pain, much more dangerous, and I've already said it, but much more expensive. And they're going to be able to provide less for their kids, and that is going to hurt them in a way that they do not deserve. And we have to take this a step further. I'm going to go here. What if, say, a mother who is managing her pain with kratom, maybe she had an accident or something, or maybe maybe she's a former heroin addict, and this is keeping her from relapsing. She's been through something, and she has been successfully getting herself together and medicating with kratom. Well, she is now spending all her money. Now that kratom will be illegal, she would now, in this hypothetical, she will be spending money on oxycodone, or something like that, Vicodin, Suboxone, whatever. That'll be very expensive and will not be covered much by insurance. We have shitty healthcare and shitty insurance in the United States. We really do need to take care of our people, and we don't do that right now. But she is not able to provide as much for her kids, and in this hypothetical, this mother dies because of the dangerous drugs that she would have to switch over to that are legal and prescribed. Say she dies, what's going to happen to those kids, you know? Like, in every way. There is no sense that comes from banning kratom whatsoever, and this is sort of my rant, but I'm not an expert with kratom. I encourage you to do your own research. There's a petition that I've been tweeting about that covers, it's an effort for people to prevent the DEA from banning kratom by signing it online, saying that they don't agree. This is not going to affect most of us directly. Like, once in a while, I'll just take kratom simply for the fun of it, but I do not have a condition where I'm not going to be in pain or in trouble after it's banned. Nor do I know anyone personally that will. But there's a good chance that maybe a third of you watching out there do at least know someone in your immediate circle that will be in trouble after this ban goes into effect. This is not going to keep people safe. It's going to cause lots and lots of problems, and I do not need to cite history. Prohibition does not work. And why don't we work on fixing the problems? Kratom proliferation is not a problem. It helps so many people, but I'm rambling. God bless. Please sign the petition. I'll put it in the description if you have the time. And if you're still here, thanks for listening. God bless.